The moon can move oceans. Jupiter can be measured tugging on you. Those facts are both true, and together they hide the biggest trap in claims about planetary alignment.
6 different questions are usually compressed into one. We will separate them, begin with measurable astronomy, and mark the exact boundary where evidence ends and symbolic astrology begins.
We read the research on gravity, tides, biological clocks, sleep, seasons, and psychology. Here is what survives the test, what remains weak, and what belongs to interpretation. Astronomers use alignment loosely for worlds appearing near one another from our viewpoint. Most are not arranged in a perfect line in three-dimensional space.
Gravity is real between every pair of masses, but its strength falls with distance squared, and biological effects require more than a force that can merely be calculated.
The moon is the important nearby exception. NASA explains that the moon's gravity redistributes Earth's oceans and slightly deforms the solid planet itself.
The sun also contributes. When sun, moon, and Earth align at new or full moon, their tide-generating forces combine into spring tides.
That does not mean a full moon pulls the water inside your body like an ocean. Tides depend on a difference in gravity across a large object, not simply the amount of water present. Distant planets do tug on Earth and on you. Yet even Jupiter's acceleration here is many millions of times weaker than Earth's surface gravity, and its tidal gradient across a person is smaller still.
A nearby building or person can produce a larger differential gravitational effect on your body than a distant planet. Alignment does not create a new kind of force.
But humans are affected by the sky through a powerful pathway: light. Earth's rotation creates the day-night cycle that entrains our circadian clocks.
The Nobel-recognized clock mechanism runs inside cells. Light reaching the eye adjusts the brain's central clock, influencing sleep timing, hormones, body temperature, metabolism, and alertness.
This is not astrology. It is biology adapting to Earth's rotation and to predictable changes in environmental light.
Seasonal changes matter too. Earth's axial tilt changes day length and sunlight exposure across the year, affecting circadian timing and, for some people, mood.
Bright light treatment can help seasonal affective disorder. The supported mechanism is retinal light input and biological timing, not Mars, Saturn, or a geometric aspect. What about moonlight and sleep? A small laboratory reanalysis reported less deep sleep and about 20 fewer minutes near full moon.
But a much larger population study found no significant lunar phase effect. Other studies differ by sample, method, location, artificial light, and choices made after data collection.
So the careful conclusion is not that the moon does nothing or that it controls sleep. It is that any human lunar effect appears small, inconsistent, and unresolved.
Claims about full moons causing psychiatric crises, aggression, accidents, or births have a similar pattern. Occasional positive studies alongside many null results.
A recent emergency psychiatry study found no significant relationship with lunar phase. Earlier work has produced conflicting signals, which is exactly why one striking result is not a consensus.
Expectation can also shape memory. If we anticipate a wild full moon night, unusual events become easier to notice and remember, while ordinary nights disappear from the story.
Here is the evidence map. Strong. Gravity governs orbits. Sun and moon drive tides. And light entrains biological clocks. Mixed. Subtle lunar links with sleep or behavior.
Unsupported as a physical claim, distant planetary alignments directly changing personality, decisions, health, or events through gravity. This is where astrology begins. Astrology treats planetary geometry as a symbolic language of timing, archetypes, and reflection, not as a measured biological force.
A symbol can still prompt useful questions without becoming a scientific cause. The honest move is to say which language we are using before drawing a conclusion.
When you hear that an alignment will affect everyone, ask 3 questions. What is the proposed mechanism? How large is it? Has an independent study replicated the effect?
The sky unquestionably affects life through sunlight, seasons, and the moon-sun tidal system. That true story is already extraordinary. It does not need an invisible planetary force added to it. Whether you see astrology as psychology, symbolism, cultural history, or coincidence, keep astronomy and interpretation clearly labeled. Curiosity gets stronger when the categories stay honest.
Map planetary positions against your chart free at AskCelesta.com. Then use them as questions rather than medical, financial, or scientific predictions.
The universe can be physically measurable and personally meaningful at the same time. We just should not pretend those are the same kind of claim.